What up, big kids? I apologize for the lateness in this video. I was sick, but I'm better now. So we're going to talk 2017, the top 10 movies of 2017 for me. This is my personal opinion. It's okay if you have a different opinion. I love differences, but I don't like disrespect for people's differences. So please be respectful of my opinions because I'm respectful of yours. But anyway, let's go on for my top 10 favorite movies of 2017. Number 10, the Lego Batman movie. Who's the manliest man? Batman! Oh, I cannot say that right. This was a celebration of all things Batman. I think Will Arnett's Batman is one of my favorite Batmans of all time now, up there with Kevin Conroy, Ben Affleck, and Michael Keaton. I absolutely love this film for how funny it was, and also how much it had so much love for Batman, from his craziest years with Adam West to the more serious Dark Knight, even Batman v Superman moments. So I really love Zac Efron's Joker. If you love Batman and you love the Lego movie, this was just a mishmash of building pieces that fit together properly. Number 9, The Disaster Artist. Well, hi James. This movie, if you love The Room as much as I do, this is just a celebration of Tommy Wiseau and his crazy life of story of making The Room one of the best, worst movies of all time. Is this really what La La Land should have been? A celebration of the weird, the celebration of dreamers going out there to fulfill their dreams. Even if it's not the way you wanted it, it was just really a great way of being inspirational and heartfelt while being one of the most hilarious movies I've seen all year. You tell me about Lisa! Number 8, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Mary Poppins, y'all! I absolutely love the first Guardians of the Galaxy, and whereas the sequel is great, but not as great as the original, it still had so much hilarious moments, some beautiful visuals, some great character development with all our heroes, especially Yondu. Michael Rooker's Yondu definitely stole the movie, created a dozen memes, and it just makes me so excited to see these heroes go on into Avengers Infinity War. Number 7, Coco. Pixar, my heart, my heart. Seriously, I absolutely love music and I love family, and this movie celebrates both. It's about going out there, sitting for your dreams, but that compromise, is your dreams worth sacrificing your family, or can you go out for your dreams without forgetting about your family? And really celebrating Mexican culture with De los Muertos. It was just absolutely a beautiful film, both visually and story-wise, and the music was so great. Remember me before I have to say goodbye, remember me. Number 6, Spider-Man Homecoming. This had to be the best Spider-Man movie since Spider-Man 2. Tom Holland's Spider-Man is my favorite Spider-Man, and Peter Parker in this big screen. He is definitely took all the best elements of the Sam Raimi Spider-Man and even the Amazing Spider-Man films and really put it together. It was really great seeing a real diverse New York high school for once, and I love all the supporting characters, and Michael Keaton's Vulture was hands down one of my favorite villains of the year, and if not one of the best villains in the MCU yet. I am so excited to see Spidey in Avengers Infinity War and in his future movies. Number 5, War for the Planet of the Apes. Oh my gosh. This trilogy, if you were to tell me 10 years ago I'd be more excited for a Planet of the Apes film than a Transformers film, you would have said you're crazy. I mean, wow, this series has just gone better and better. Matt Reeves, between Dawn of the Planet of the Apes and now War for the Planet of the Apes, has really cemented Caesar as one of the greatest characters of all time. Andy Serkis just nailed it out of the park. All the supporting casts were amazing. The story, even though it's bleak and dark and depressing, is just so engaging, and it just hits you so much in the heart. I can't believe for a movie that is so human, even though it's technically about apes, it just really, it is just a masterpiece. Number 4, Justice League. I know. Why Justice League, really? Seriously, I've been waiting for this film my whole life, you guys. I love DC, I love Marvel. I've been wanting a Justice League movie as much as I wanted an Avengers movie. And yes, it's not as great as Avengers, and yeah, there's a lot of problems. There were so many problems going in this film. In fact, if it wasn't for those problems and knowing of them, I would have probably not enjoyed this film as much. But the fact that we had to deal with a CGI removal of Henry Cavill's mustache, and we had to deal with reshoots, and you know, changes the story and so many things with Josh Whedon taking over for Zack Snyder. The fact that this movie is as good as it is, it's a miracle. And really, I love seeing the team together. The cast was amazing. So much great action, and it's just a blistering pace. And finally, out of the 3 film Supermans, and this was the best Superman. I love seeing Wonder Woman in it. It was just really amazing seeing the cast. And I really hope we get Justice League sequel. Even if some of the cast members don't return, I really want to see them more because, you know, we need justice for DC film. Number 3, Star Wars The Last Jedi. The most decisive Star Wars film yet, but I'm a fan. I love the film. Yes, I can see where people have problems with it. I totally see where people might have issues where they take the characters or what they did, but really, this was a ballsy Star Wars film, the most ballsy Star Wars film we've gotten in years, and I really love seeing what they did with the characters, what they did with the Force. There were so many surprises and twists and turns I didn't expect. It's so engaging. It really hits me in the heart seeing where some of these characters go. Knowing it's Carrie Fisher's last film, it really hits emotional resonance in all of my Star Wars fandom. And really, like, I am really happy what Rian Johnson did with the Star Wars franchise. I can't wait to see what he does with his trilogy. And I can't wait to see where we see Rey and Kylo Ren and Poe and Finn and all these characters. I'm really excited where the Force will take this because the Force is with us always, especially in these Star Wars movies. Number 2, Logan. Oh my gosh. I've been waiting forever for a Wolverine film like this. Hugh Jackman has played the character for close to 20 years, and he went out in a slashing full finale that was just not only bloody and brutal, but it was just so heartfelt, and I cried like a baby watching this film. This movie is just so engaging. It's really like a Western. It's really, if you take out the superhero element, it really feels like, you know, like a Clint Eastwood Western type of film. And wow, the relationship with him in X-23. And also got to give up for Patrick Stewart with his Professor X. I mean, wow. Just the cast was amazing. Hugh Jackman totally owned this film. I absolutely loved it. And oh man, and I can't wait to see Wolverine again. But if this is Hugh Jackman's last bit as Wolverine, then he went out like in a blazing glory, and I just loved it. Before we get into my number 1 pick, I want to talk about some honorable mentions. Beauty and the Beast, even though the animated film is one of my favorite movies of all time, the remake was absolutely amazing. I love the music, the new songs, and I absolutely love the cast. Baby Driver, another hit from Edgar Wright. It's a great fast-paced action film with an amazing soundtrack. If it wasn't for Kevin Spacey, then it would be higher on my list. I did not expect to see this movie in theaters. I'm not a big horror movie fan, but wow, if you took out all the horror elements, it's pretty much like a movie version of Stranger Things. I loved it. Blade Runner 2049, it was a thought-provoking film, and I actually loved it better than the original. Thor Ragnarok is probably the best Thor film we got, but I still had a lot of issues with it, but it was still super enjoyable and super hilarious. The Power Rangers movie, I really love the cast, and oh man, that last third action was just balls to the wall fun. And The Greatest Showman, even though I technically saw it in 2018, it was 2017 film, I love the soundtrack, and man, that film hit me in the heart. My number 1 favorite film of 2017, Wonder Woman. Yes, Wonder Woman really is my favorite, one of my favorite superhero films of all time. Yes, it's up there with The Dark Knight, Avengers, Iron Man, Superman, Batman '89. Seriously, they really got Wonder Woman right. I've been waiting decades to see Wonder Woman on the big screen. We got to see her first in Batman v Superman, but her first solo film, Patty Jenkins nailed it out of the park. Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, she owns the role. There's so much. It made me feel inspired. When I go see a superhero film, I want to feel inspired. And as much as all the other superhero films were amazing in their own way, especially Logan, this movie gave me so much hope. It inspired me. It just made me love Wonder Woman, made me love superheroes. And it really reminds me why I go out to these movies and why I read comics, why I love superheroes. And really, this showed that the DC EU is on the right track. I know with Justice League, I did love that film, but I know there was issues with that. But seriously, this film is really everything I wanted from a superhero movie. And as much as I love seeing Wonder Woman Justice League, her own film was definitely my favorite film of 2017. So what were your big hits? So big hits, what were your favorite films of 2017? Let me know in the comments below, and remember, be respectful of other people's opinion. It's okay if you like films that I didn't like, or you didn't like films that I like, or you rank them differently. I love differences, and if you don't respect other people's differences, then you. But in all seriousness, let's show some love for each other, you guys. Please love each other, love each other's opinions. That's what makes the world so great. Variety is the spice of life. And stay tuned tomorrow for my top 10 action figures of 2017. And for more, check out my website, SeanXLong.com. Like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Links in the description. I'm Sean Long. May live long and love life. You tell me about Lisa! I like the dark side, but I also like the gold side.